So, I'm putting in a Fabwits Y61 Patrol front mount intercooler kit as part of the whole build, but this is just going to be a quick offshoot episode since it really didn't fit with engine stuff in the engine bay or interior stuff. Fabwits basically has two kits, and I went with the welded stainless steel version. I didn't need the seamless mandrel bend or the powder coating, which was a bit more expensive, and I'm still very impressed with this kit. It's very well made and comes with all the pipework, adapters and clamps. So to hop right into it, around the front of the car with the bull bar and grille already off from the rest of the build, I've just removed the horns and a bit of wiring, and around the other side I've also removed the horn and wiring, which I just hang out of the way at the top for now. On this side, I'll be drilling through here, through both layers of metal, which goes through this wheel arch into there, and then passes into the engine bay through the rubber. And that's a bit different from the other side, where on this side you just drill through the first layer, because this side's pipe just goes through there and into the engine bay. So it comes up and through that area, through here and into the intake on this side. So to get started, you'll have these two templates that come with the kit that mark where the holes are meant to go. So just take note that this is what it looks like before. To make it easier and to give me the space I need, I took out the cooler lines for the automatic transmission cooler on this side and the power steering cooler on this side at the front here. You just have to cut out these templates, which I've just marked passenger by writing on the bit that stays there, and driver on the other side. You just cut that out and then press it against the wall as your template and mark your holes to drill out. Same thing both sides, just mark the templates and drill them out. This is what it will look like. And it does get a bit tricky with the curves and holes that are already there, so I'll explain how I did it all in a bit. For now, you can just take note of where they go and get a feel for what all needs to come out. So, I've seen people use hole saws and all sorts trying to get these holes out, but it's not perfectly fat because it has other pieces. It's just difficult, it binds up and all sorts of things, so I just used some strong sheet metal cutters, which are probably cheaper than premium hole saws anyway, and they do perfectly well. It's only about 1mm thick anyway, to cut around it. And then you'll have some very rough edges, but I just go around with a diamond cutting wheel / grinder and just finish up the edges to get them nice and smooth. And then the final finish, I take a file and give it a good file right the way around at a few different angles, making sure there's no burrs or sharp bits sticking out. And then you can paint it and get that little lip done, protecting it from corrosion. And finally, you can slip over the little rubber edge seal that will cover any further imperfections, but it should be absolutely perfect once you've done the sheet metal cutters method and cut out a piece something like this, which you can see came from there. It's easy enough, you can see this side I've already done, and you can see how I finished it up by filing this one. Got it looking much better, and there'll be a rubber after the paint, but little other bits like this is because there's other holes and stuff like that, so it's not perfectly round there, but otherwise you can see through to the other one that will run through around to the other side and up in there, and then through this piece of rubber, which will be simple to just cut out once you see where the pipe is meant to go. I'll just pop out its clips and then put the pipe in and try to mark where the hole is and cut it with scissors off the car. So that's these two holes done. Once that's all been ground down and filed down a bit, this is more like what it will look like. It's all nice and smooth, I can run my fingers around it without worrying about touching any sharp bits, but I'll clean this area and give it a lick of paint as well. Now we just wait for this to dry and then put the rubber seals just before the pipes go on. While we wait, we can put in the mounts for the intercooler itself before we connect the pipework. So the bottom bracket just goes on here with those two bolts, and then up here there's this one bracket. Specifically just this piece needs to be trimmed in line with this piece, so cut it back on both sides. It's very thin, so you can try some sheet metal cutters, but this one's actually very hard steel, so it was way harder to cut, so either have some very beefy cutters or just grind this one. It's probably easier for this one since it's fairly flat. I just prefer not having to use power tools, which are a bit more dangerous if I don't have to, but it's up to you and based on what tools you have. So after I cut that off on the sides, I just gave it a quick paint for corrosion, and that one fairly much comes off to let the intercooler fit by going a bit further up. And you can get an idea with the hole on that side and on that side, and then you'll have this bracket and then this piece where you'll just take off the one bracket by cutting it on both sides, where you'll have another mount that just bolts in just there, which is just that piece there, and of course the intercooler in the middle. There will also be the power steering cooler behind that, which I've just taken out for now to make it easier to cut the holes on the sides, but that'll also need a little modification just so it all fits. It's all easy stuff. It was sitting a bit too close to the intercooler, but it's not anymore. What I did was take out this one bracket over here by disconnecting it at the top and the bottom. With the bracket off the car, I just flattened it out in a vise, and then I took out one little rubber over here, which also gives you an extra little 5mm, and then drilled the new hole over here and put this bolt into that mounting over there. And now there's the clearance you need onto the intercooler. You also have to be careful that you allow just a few mil between these pipes and the chassis of the car over here. The intercooler will mount up in here with a mounting hole there and a mounting hole there, and then a mounting hole at the top on this side and one on the other side. This one will have to pull it up a little bit, but there is a bit of flex in the brackets, just don't force it too hard or you might crack things. For the rest of the build, like putting in all the pipes, that'll all be in the next episodes since it'll be connecting to the engine and I haven't put the engine back in yet. Since I'm in the middle of an engine out rebuild, there is no engine to connect the intercooler to at the moment, so I can't show the pipe work yet. If you want to see how it all connects up though, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the future episodes where I'll be showing all the rest of it. But I thought making this intercooler video separate can help out all the guys just wanting to have a look at this mod and see what's involved. If you're just adding the intercooler, you should be able to just connect the pipes to your engine from here, but if you want to see it in more detail and see how I got it all to fit, check out the upcoming episodes. Thank you so much for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
I think I need a
Intercooler in, radiator in, hoses on, hoses on. Doing good.